Welcome to your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Monday, April 27. The mother of this country's latest murder victim is devastated by her son's death. Felicia Granum says her 20-year-old son, Jeremiah Granum, did not deserve to die. According to police, he was shot during a chase by two masked men at 5th Avenue, New Orleans, St. Michael yesterday. She recounted receiving the sad news in an interview with our Kareem Smith.
When I first said he was shot, I was inside starting to cook. He called me yesterday and told me the day for which would be Saturday and time he came up for some food. So he got early, extra early and cook. Then but after say 8, 9, they nearly done cook. One thing I had to do was the rice because we was doing it on little wood fire outside. Because that's the standard thing we usually do now to like ease the gas. So when I got the phone call, my cousin called me and told me Jeremiah get shoot. So I ran out, put on my clothes, tried to get down there. Now when I get halfway going on tree line, I heard he died. From there, it wasn't the same. I would have left the body just shooting and you know what I can deal with it, but not kill it. It hurts. That's the truth, it hurts. And God don't sleep. God do not sleep. And I know God is going to answer my prayers.
Grant, who said her son was not perfect, told Barbados Today he was a humorous and loving child who would be dearly missed.
Jeremiah was a child that, to be honest, he's a child that would get you vexed. But then somehow he would just come back and like bring back life. Like, I don't know how to explain my child. My child is so much life to the party, that truth here. When Jeremiah around, you have to laugh. You ain't got no chance but to. If you sad all you got to just call he can't talk so much nonsense. He would back up a song, he was sick.
In other news this Monday, another employee of the National Assistance Board has tested positive for COVID-19. This most recent case is a 60-year-old Barbadian female who works as a home helper with the NAB and is believed to have been infected when she visited the Country Road office to collect supplies from a previously identified positive case at the workplace. After confirming 5 cases among NAB staffers last Saturday, government ordered that all workers should be tested. The Ministry of Health says it has identified 110 persons, including the entire staff at the Country Road office and their families, who will go into mandatory quarantine for 14 days at designated hotels. The number of COVID-19 cases in Barbados stands at 80. There have been 6 deaths and 39 patients have recovered. Prime Minister Mia Mottley today joined several prominent women around the world to participate in the United Nations Rise for All video launch. Convened by UN Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed, Rise for All is mobilizing support for the UN Recovery Trust Fund, which is designed to help vulnerable countries confront the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Each country can start to prioritize during this moment when the world is being asked to pause, that we can come back fitter and better.
To news from the Senate, opposition Senator Caswell Franklin walked out of the upper chamber today, blasting the decision to convene the session during the current COVID-19 crisis. During debate on the Income Tax Amendment Bill, Franklin labeled the move as reckless.
And you bring us here at the risk of my life to debate something that was on the that was pending since sometime last year, and the next one that we're going to do was a bill that the last administration should have dealt with. This is three years ago. So why are you asking me to come here, trying to make my wife a widow, to come and to tidy up something that you could have tidied up years ago, or after this crisis is over? It's plenty full. Why are we here? It is not necessary. We are not. Look, this is. I do not know what to call it. Yes, thank you. It's reckless. You have no regard. You tell people to social distance and do all these kind of things, and government is don't assemble in crowds. This is a crowd. I stay home when the day comes, me and my wife and snore the dog. And I don't go anywhere. I saw the line in the supermarket, turn back, because I don't want to mix up with people. I don't want to live for 100, but I don't want that just yet. And you are being reckless with my life and the life of each one of us in here. I do not like it at all, sir. And to tell you the truth, I said I was going to speak on the German, but I'm not staying here this long. I'm gone.
But acting leader of government business, Kay McConney, sternly rebuked the actions of the senator, saying the country cannot function without Parliament, even in a time of crisis.
Therefore, it is unfortunate when one of the honorable members of this House would see it fit that doctors are our frontline workers and must be out there, that bus drivers are frontline workers and must be out there, that supermarket workers are on the front line and must be out there. And I can continue that list on and on. Why then must the Parliament of Barbados not also be on the front line? And so I say shame on those parliamentarians. One in particular who sought to walk out of this Parliament on a day when all of us chose to be on the front line for this country.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In Jamaica, the head of the Southeast Regional Health Authority, Sarah Wentworth Charles, is set to receive a preliminary report on the case involving Jodie Farron, a pregnant woman who was denied admission at 2 hospitals and later died after giving birth.
She was first a patient at Andrews Memorial Hospital, a private institution, when she started to display symptoms of COVID-19. Andrews Memorial said it then tried to have her admitted at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital and the University Hospital of the West Indies. Andrews says it was not equipped to treat a patient with respiratory challenges and COVID-19 symptoms. The 2 hospitals refused to accept her. Our news centre has been informed that Mr. Charles has requested reports from the administration of the Victoria Jubilee Hospital and the Spanish Town Hospital where Miss Farron delivered her baby. After Miss Farron gave birth, she was transferred to the University Hospital where she died. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton yesterday requested an investigation. He said the probe will include a review of protocols in the private and public healthcare systems to identify possible system weaknesses or an operational breakdown in the handling of the Jodie and Farron case. In a Twitter post yesterday, Dr. Tufton said no one should be denied access to health care.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson today appealed for patience as Brits remain under lockdown. Johnson, in his first public address since recovering from COVID-19, said now is not the time to relax measures.
This is the moment of opportunity. This is the moment when we can press home our advantage. It is also the moment of maximum risk, because I know there will be many people looking now at our apparent success and beginning to wonder whether now is the time to go easy on those social distancing measures. We have so far collectively shielded our NHS so that our incredible doctors and nurses and healthcare staff have been able to shield all of us from an outbreak that would have been far worse. And we collectively flattened the peak. And so when we're sure that this first phase is over and that we're meeting our 5 tests, deaths falling, NHS protected, rate of infection down, really sorting out the challenges of testing and PPE, avoiding a second peak, then that will be the time to move on to the second phase.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.